Yesterday is but today's memory, and tomorrow is today's dream. The smallest act of kindness is worth more than the greatest intention. We choose our joys and sorrows long before we experience them. Much of your pain is self-chosen. One's own religion is, after all, a matter between oneself and one's maker and no one else's. Out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars. Your living is determined not so much by what life brings to you as by the attitude you bring to life. Not so much by what happens to you as by the way your mind looks at what happens. Not that the earth delights to feel your bare feet in the winds long to play with your hair. Our worst fault is our preoccupation with the faults of others. There is a space between man's imagination and man's attainment that may only be traversed by his longing. Paradise is there, behind that door, in the next room. But I have lost the key. Perhaps I have only mislaid it. You are blind, and I am deaf and dumb, so let us touch hands and understand. If your heart is a volcano, how shall you expect flowers to bloom? A traveler I am, and a navigator, and every day I discover a new region within my soul. Half of what I say is meaningless, but I say it so that the other half may reach you. Our anxiety does not come from thinking about the future, but from wanting to control it. There must be something strangely sacred in salt. It is in our tears and in the sea. Tenderness and kindness are not signs of weakness and despair, but manifestations of strength and resolution. When your children are not your children, they are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. And forget. You talk when you cease to be at peace with your thoughts. And God said, "Love your enemy," and I obeyed him and loved myself. Verily, the lust for comfort murders the passion of the soul, and then walks grinning in the funeral. Faith is an oasis in the heart, which will never be reached by the caravan of thinking. Beauty is not in the face, beauty is a light in the heart. Of life's two chief prizes, beauty and truth, I found the first in a loving heart, in the second in a laborer's hand. Tenderness and kindness are not signs of weakness and despair, but manifestations of strength and resolution. Out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars. Words are timeless. You should utter them or write them with a knowledge of their timelessness. I have learned silence from the talkative, toleration from the intolerant, and kindness from the unkind. Yet strange, I am ungrateful to these teachers. Travel and tell no one. Live a true love story and tell no one. Live happily and tell no one. People ruin beautiful things. Safeguarding the rights of others is the most noble and beautiful end of a human being. The most pitiful among men is he who turns his dreams into silver and gold. Between what is said and not meant, and what is meant and not said, most of love is lost. You may forget with whom you laughed, but you will never forget with whom you wept. They deem me mad because I will not sell my days for gold, and I deem them mad because they think my days have a price. If you love somebody, let them go, for if they return, they were always yours. If they don't, they never were. When life does not find a singer to sing her heart, she produces a philosopher to speak her mind. Is not the beautiful moon, that inspires poets, the same moon which angers the silence of the sea with a terrible roar? Pride is taking less than you need. Generosity is giving more than you can. When you love, you should not think you can direct the course of love, for love, if it finds you worthy, directs your course. In one drop of water are found all the secrets of all the oceans. In one aspect of you are found all the aspects of existence. We are all prisoners, but some of us are in cells with windows, and some without. The optimist sees the rose and not its thorns. The pessimist stares at the thorns, oblivious to the rose. The real test of good manners is to be able to put up with bad manners pleasantly. I slept and I dreamed that life is all joy. I woke and I saw that life is all service. I served, and I saw that service is joy. I am ignorant of absolute truth, but I am humble before my ignorance. And therein lies my honor and my reward. The teacher who is indeed wise does not bid you to enter the house of his wisdom, but rather leads you to the threshold of your mind. When you reach the end of what you should know, you will be at the beginning of what you should sense. I wash my hands of those who imagine chattering to be knowledge, silence to be ignorance, and affection to be art. Faith is a knowledge within the heart, beyond the reach of proof. Rest in reason, move in passion. The deeper that sorrow carves into your being, the more joy you can contain. No one can reveal to you nothing but that which already lies half asleep in the dawning of your knowledge. Ever has it been that love knows not its own death until the hour of separation. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. My loneliness was born when men praised my talkative faults and blamed my silent virtues. To understand the heart and mind of a person, look not at what he has already achieved, but what he aspires to. You give but little when you give of your possessions. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. The lust for comfort murders the passions of the soul. Generosity is giving more than you can, and pride is taking less than you need. Do not fear the thorns in your path, for they draw only the corrupt blood.